You ever had one of those friends who's just a degenerate alcoholic and they don't know when to quit and they just hammer the bar again and again and again until you have to grab them by the scruff of their neck before they get arrested or do something that's career-ending, life-ending? You throw them in the back of an Uber for their own good to stop the humiliation train. This is something that's been happening in slow motion with Stephen Colbert's career for a long time. I'm not really sure when the train went completely off the tracks. I think many people remember some chuckles they had with Stephen Colbert a decade ago or so. The Daily Show, guy used to be kind of funny. But the success can get to your head, and so can all of the clippings from the corporate media and establishment media that is, of course, unified in a single block, defending a single party and a single ideology, to the just total humiliation of somebody who's supposed to be a comedian now doing propaganda for Pfizer and Moderna. It's just an ugly look, and it's been sad for a while, and it's something that needs to be studied, right? And it should be studied because Stephen Colbert lost CBS millions of dollars per show, something like $40 million a year. He got his ass fired for that. CBS News, Stephen Colbert's late night on track for record low. Stephen Colbert's show has been a nightmare. It got canceled for this exact reason. It also was canceled for reasons like this. Again, this is what past...
You're shiny, orange, and empty inside. I'd say you're a traffic cone, but I would swerve to avoid a traffic curve. Oh!
This is...
That's gonna leave a mark, Cuban.
Mark Cuban roasting Donald Trump.
Do you know that to be a billionaire, you have to have the billion part in your bank account, not just the air?
John, you just fell into the shark tank.
And it went on like this night after night after night after night. And then when Stephen Colbert got fired, he finally snapped. He finally broke. He had a actual meltdown on air. And he read a Trump truth about himself, and then he just snapped in front of all of us. It was sad.
How dare you, sir? Would an untalented man be able to compose the following satirical witticism? Go f yourself.
I clapped. All the SEALs in the audience clap. You know, I hear people who go, you know, they write me, they send me emails, and they're like, we went to the Stephen Colbert show, we went to the Jimmy Kimmel show, and there are these people that tell you, if you don't clap or cheer loud enough, we'll kick you out. They run around up and down the aisles with these giant signs that say applaud, laugh, clap. It's all fake. None of it is real. And when you actually like rip the layers back and you see these guys for who they really are at sort of the end of everything, when it's all being taken away from them, you see the real person. And what's happening with Stephen Colbert is pretty ugly. Doomed Stephen Colbert's show goes off the rails as he downs booze and wrestles with guests as clock ticks towards his demise. Stephen Colbert's prolonged send-off has grown even more over the top Thursday with on-the-stage shots and full wrestling match with John Krasinski of Office fame. Colbert looked visibly carefree as he whipped out a bottle of bourbon and began to drink. And
I'm just gonna reboot this.
I got bourbon. I got that
this is
Clooney
like
Hollywood
passes.
tequila.
Okay.
I got this is rum from Cuba, so technically illegal. And I got vodka. What do you want?
You're a bourbon man, aren't you?
I am.
Work on those bottles.
This interview, and I do not care.
It's all animated anyway.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh.
And then he hits it again. Okay.
What do you got after this? You got something to do after this?
I was gonna put my kids to bed, but I think I'm gonna put myself to bed.
This is a sip. This is another sip. Okay.
This is family-friendly
You told me when
TV.
we were doing the Colbert questionnaire. Do you remember when you did the Colbert questionnaire?
Of course I did.
Okay. You said that your
That was
favorite
right
action.
before we arm wrestled. What?
What?
No.
Again, or are you scared?
What is this? And then it's
Here's the
crazy
thing,
because
is
it
that-
actually it devolves into them. It devolves into them like wrestling. And this is what ended up happening for the show. Is him and John Krasinski leg wrestled each other, and like they just scissored each other. There's no other way to describe it. So this is what passes. This is a man spiraling. This is what happens when a man spirals. There we go.
Is available May 20th on Prime Video. For one last time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Krasinski. We'll be right back. Here we go. Ready?
Go.
1, 2, 3.
What? There's a reason why libs can't actually do comedy. Especially in the modern, they used to be able to do comedy because they used to be for free speech. And they used to use that free speech to make fun of everyone, including protected classes of people. And that was hilarious. Go listen to Richard Pryor. Go listen to some Robin Williams, some of the greats. People who certainly weren't Republicans. But something happened where they traded comedy for just PR. And it's just boilerplate PR. So Stephen Colbert has been crying with Oprah. He wept with Oprah on his show. He, sacrificed a baby one time. I think this is why Stephen Colbert is so angry, because he did all of the things that were required in order to get you ahead in satanic Hollywood. There he goes. He actually sacrificed a baby to Moloch live on his show. Okay.
I'm sure the baby will be fine.
Cool. Stephen Colbert won't be fine. Stephen Colbert's show, again, is being canceled this week. Obama laughs as he hints that Colbert could perform better than Trump as president. The bar has changed. Obama says that maybe you should be president, Stephen Colbert. Maybe Stephen Colbert should run for president. Isn't it wild? Should I run for president? Colbert asked. Obama responded, the bar has changed. I think that you could perform significantly better than folks that we've seen. Oh, got it. So along with writing a Lord of the Rings, which the fans, of course, are outraged over, Stephen Colbert should be nowhere near the Lord of the Rings. We know what's going to happen. We obviously know what's going to happen. Even his announcement.
Well, hi, everybody. I thought it was time to give you all a Hunt for Gollum update, the first of many.
Oh, just part of the collection.
Good. We're working with, and you can see for yourself. Hang on. There we go. Hello.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, Stephen. Hi. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good. I like all your talking stuff on the wall there. That's that's.
Oh, thanks. This is just part of the collection.
So I was just explaining to the folks about.
So dude's in full face makeup and posing with his little book there in his little pathetic home office. And now they're going to give him up Lord of the Rings. It's become really sad. It's become hard, extremely hard to watch. I think the thing that ultimately did it was that Greg Gutfeld destroyed him in the ratings. CBS decided that their late show replacement was going to be a no-name YouTuber, Comics Unleashed. Episodes do like 10 views an episode. This is no hate. It's just like a guy who literally doesn't ever touch politics at all. And he just has comics make fun of each other on his show, which again is going to be a lot better than whatever Stephen Colbert had. The ultimate insult to Colbert is Comics Unleashed is basically televised press junket, a bunch of audition tapes strung together with an uncharismatic billionaire narrating the transitions. CBS is going to introduce comedy to their time slot. Bold move to replace Colbert was doing something intended to bring laughter to the world. Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, wins this round. Stephen Colbert is off to direct what will undoubtedly be the single worst Lord of the Rings project. And that's saying a lot. And he's spiraling while he does it. Live and on camera. Hard to watch, honestly. but no one deserves it more. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe if you want real comedy back and not political propaganda and grown men crying and having crash outs and drinking and scissoring. See ya.